I don't drink coffee, but I really like the smell of coffee beans.
From the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
Yo, sorry, good to see you all again. This year I found myself shooting more and more product videos for my channel, and the shots that I usually found most intriguing are these macro shots. So as I ramped up in this niche of filmmaking, I noticed a few tools and accessories that are key in getting clean and unique images that make your product shots stand out. So let's quickly run through those. So first of all, if you want to shoot macro images, you want a macro lens. We've already discussed this, but the glass you put in front of your camera is much more important than the camera itself. If you're currently in market for a macro lens, you want to pick one with a 1:1 reproduction ratio. This means that at the closest focus distance, the image is the same size on the sensor as it is in reality. In simple terms, you can get dang close. I actually recently invested in quite a unique macro lens that you may have seen floating around on the internet, and this is this probe lens by Laowa. Two things that make this lens really special, aside from the fact that it has this very, very unique kind of look. First, it is a wide angle macro lens, so you can get really close to your subject but still get a lot in of your background. This means you can create quite a unique look and make your images really stand out. On the other side, given its very unique form factor, you can get it into places that are unreachable with a normal lens, allowing you to get even more unreal shots. And in fact, it actually works particularly well for food shots. Next, you need a fitting surface and background to place your products on. And you want to pick something that helps the product to visually stand out, and it can be either something slick and clean or something that has some interesting texture. The good news is that you either have already the fitting surface at home or you can get some for very cheap. I've been trying out quite a few different surfaces recently. I started with these acrylic plates. Now I just got these rolls, which is a little bit more of a matte look, which I actually prefer over the acrylic plates. They're too reflective. And even to these kind of fake concrete made out of latex. It's kind of a desk mat. I really recommend checking out the video that Caleb at DSLR Video Shooter made on the topic of surfaces and backgrounds for product shots. I will link up the video here in the info card. So now that you've placed your product nicely in front of your lens, you want to put it in the right light. And there are two different setups that I generally go after. Setup one is a big, soft, even light source that nicely wraps around your subject. It's kind of a beauty shot. While you can definitely get complicated in your lighting setup, I found that one big soft light source is more than enough. I personally use the Aputure 120D Mark II, which is a very popular and powerful light. I mounted the Light Dome 2, a diffuser around it, but really any larger diffused light source will do it for you. On the other side, you can get experimental and use a smaller handheld RGB LED light source to give your images a unique look, not only through the colors, but in particular through the motion. Let me show you. Product, LED light source. It's as easy as a simple scanning motion that creates this very abstract stylistic look, especially in the macro world. For my last product review, I used these tiny LED strips by Spiffy. But going forward, I will likely use my Aputure MC, which just came in the mail today. I'm using it here as like a fill light. Incredible little powerful light. I'm very, very impressed. I will leave the links to all products that I'm using in this video down in the description below, so in case you want to check them out. And talking about motion, in order to bring that extra dimension to your shots, you want to use something that allows you slow controlled motions. That can be a motorized slider, a gimbal, or a full motion control system. Since you're shooting macro, every single move, every little shake is exaggerated. Hence, going handheld is absolutely a no-go, and even manually operated sliders are extremely tricky. So when Moza reached out and offered me to try out their new SlidePod, which is a 2-in-1 slider and monopod, super weird and unique, I was obviously very curious on how it holds up in this very, very unique use case of macro product shot. So the main premise of this very innovative motorized slider, which has a travel distance of 28 centimeters and a fairly respectable payload, is its versatility. Not only can you create horizontal movement, but also diagonal and even vertical, since it's like a 2-in-1 slider and monopod. And those movements can be very well leveraged in product macro shots. Now, after using it for a while, let me quickly share with you what I like about it and what can be improved specifically in the context of macro filmmaking. On the plus side, the SlidePod can move at various kind of different speeds. And this is very important in the case of macro filming because it can go incredibly slow. Another benefit is that there are no rails in front of it. So if you are taking a flyover shot over your product at an angle like that, your camera will not pick up any rails in front of it, so you can easily go above your subject and make the slider move over it. And frankly, I also dig the look and feel. It's this carbon fiber kind of look. It's a very cool design, and for the first iteration of this product, it feels very robust. I really dig that. Now to the not so great stuff in this context. If you are going above 10% of its speed, you will start noticing wobbling in your images. And this is likely due to the motor construction. It's only visible if you're using macro lenses, but it basically prohibits you from faster motions in this macro scenario. And then I wish it would integrate actually better with their other products. The Moza Air 2 gimbal and the follow focus and the SlidePod, they just don't talk to each other. You can set them all out together, but there is no way to set up motions and program motions all together. It would make an incredibly powerful motion control system for a really good price. They teased this integration, yet it is not existent yet. So hopefully that's coming soon. So overall, because of the wobbling that is fairly noticeable at times, this slider is not ideal for product macro shots, though it is a very interesting product, and I'm looking forward to trying it out and shooting B-roll outside with a wider normal kind of lens. If you want to learn more about the other use cases for the SlidePod, just search for it on YouTube. There are loads of reviews out there. Now, in my opinion, the setup is really the key for professional looking product shots. From here, you can just have fun and get creative. Ask yourself what part of the product you want to highlight. Start with the closest shots and work yourself wider and wider. Again, like focus on the outstanding features of that product. How can you bring those to life and put them in the right light in an interesting way? Now that you got all your footage imported to your editing program, cobble together a sequence, color grade it, add some sound effects, and then the icing on top of it, a sick song, and boom, you got your nice product B-roll for your videos. Now, if you're off shooting macro product videos now, or you already have some, please share those in the comments below. I would love to see them. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful. Please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that notification bell. As always, have a good morning, have a good night, wherever and whenever you are around this beautiful planet. Thank you. Bye-bye. It's dance time.